Now you are going to listen to our chief guest, Dr. Gopichand Mannamgar, who is the cardiothoracic surgeon at Star Hospital. Dr. Gopichand Mannamgar from Star Hospital, the chief guest.
Music sound కాదు బస్ కుర్రాళ్ళ సౌండ్ లేడీస్ సౌండ్. హాయ్, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ ఎవ్రీవన్. తెలుగులో ఒక సామెత ఉంది, అన్నం ఉడుకుందా లేదని తెలియడానికి ఒక మెతుకు పట్టుకుంటే చాలు, మొత్తం అంతా చూడాల్సిన అవసరం లేదని. ఈయన పేరు వాసు, మీ అందరు చూసుంటారు. ఈయన్ని నాకు దాదాపు 2 గంటలుగానే తెలుసు. ఈయన ఎవరు వచ్చి ఆ పురుగులు గిరుగులు అవన్నీ తరం ఎవరు చెప్పలేదు. గెస్ట్ హౌస్ దగ్గర ఉన్నారు, నాకు ఏది కావాలన్నా చూసారు, నేనేం అడగలేదు. He did that shows his commitment to his work. Big round of applause, please.
Yeah.
It also reflects on the chairman's philosophy of imparting the kind of work ethics. అదేంటది అరుపేంటి ఆయనకా నాకా? సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వాసు గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. First of all, I want to give my respects to my teacher, Sri Anjireddy Garu. He's always my role model. I worked as a house surgeon under him, specifically to understand his philosophy and his way of operating. And he's been a role model for me all these years. Thank you very much, sir. Principal Sri G. Krishnamurthy Garu, Srimati Sarita Garu, who has given a great inspiring speech. Ratidev Garu, please extend my respects to father. I've known him personally for a long time. Principals, vice principals, and looks like your vice principals are a lot of popularity among you guys.
Very much.
And my
You can see the popularity. So much of applause for vice principal, sir.
మా జీకే గారు ఏం పాపం చేశారండి? Listen, when I felt I don't deserve to stand here, when Mr. Krishnamurthy called me and asked me to come here as chief guest, I said, come on, I think you are trying to expose me here. And no, he said it's a good thing, you should come. నాకు ఎందుకు వచ్చిందంటే డౌట్, నేను ఎప్పుడు కూడా మీలా ఈ యాన్యువల్ డేస్లో మా గుంటూరు మెడికల్ కాలేజీలో వెనకాల కూర్చొని అరిసే వాళ్ళలాగా ఉండేవాళ్ళం మేము, ఒక 15-20 మెంబర్స్. Yeah, very good, excellent. So I thought he is trying to expose me. But it's always wonderful to come here because I respect Gangaraju Garu for his hard work, what he has achieved in life, and more importantly for what he has created here as an institute. And we heard your principal saying a lot of good things about both academic and non-academic work. So I thought I would come and probably relate my life here, so some of you can at least take some pointers out of it. We were all average students. We are always in the back benches. By the time I understood what anatomy is, half the course was over. 2 limb exams were over. That was my state of affairs when I went to medical school. The only thing that saved us was regular attendance to college and listening to our wonderful teachers who taught us about the clinical skills, about everything else. It's only during the house surgery we really felt scared. I met one of your house surgeon today while coming from airport, and everybody, I believe, is very confused what to do about the post-radiation, about what are the specialties and all those things. I want to quote one of my professors saying here, Professor Satyanamurthy Garu, who passed away, is a great physician. Anjareddy Garu will know about him. He said, if my son is intelligent, I will make him a physician. If he is an average student, I will make him a surgeon. And if he is a moron, I will make him an ENT surgeon. Can you believe that? Today, no specialty is inferior. In fact, ENT work is excellent, and there's so much of advancement in ENT also. So whatever you want to do, if you can do it like Vasu, with conviction, with focus, as Swami Vivekananda said, Karma Yogi, then you will excel in that specialty, whether it is microbiology like Dr. Krishnamurthy Garu, or pathology, or cardiac surgery like me. It is very important to have focus. Unfortunately, in this era, people looks like they are suffering from multitude, or what we call as abundance. You have options. You want to go to America, you want to go to UK, you want to have multiple options about specialties. But unfortunately, you don't know how to go about navigate yourself through this abundance to decide what suits you. What is lacking in a lot of academic institutions is career guidance, is my view. I mean, it's not a criticism, it is just what I believe is important. From time to time, or when in final year, or during house urgency, there should be some kind of interaction with students to decide, or at least help them decide what their career path is, what professionally they want to become. Whether sometimes it can be overreaching or whether under thinking, but through guidance it can be done. I could be one of those if you wish, and if your principal and if this institute wishes, we can think about creating a career guidance council or consultation in a way that will help all of you. The house surgeons that I was talking with wanted to do nuclear medicine, but never got exposed to nuclear medicine. Today we can go to any hospital which has all these specialties, do a 1 week shadowing, and that will help you decide whether you want to do a particular specialty or not. But more important is not what specialty or what you do, it is about how you do it. When we were students, we only studied for 3 months before the exam. Listen, I'm not trying to take away the fact that being academically excellent is a bad thing. What I'm trying to tell you is that you also need social skills to navigate when you become a practicing professional. If you take a lot of mediocre students in the colleges, some of them did extremely well in their lives. That's because they know how to navigate through social networks. So they become what a doctor needs during your practice. Not only your understanding of your specialty, but also empathy, communication. How you communicate what you think is right for that patient. And in case of our Mrs. Sarita, that empathy of what Jagdish gave, she still lives through it today. She's a living example of how you should satisfy your patients. So empathy is important, communication is very important, and be honest. Your attitude is what's going to make you a very good doctor, an excellent doctor, a very successful doctor, who can give comfort, who can give assurance and alleviate suffering. We don't have to, if you have serving thought process, you want to commit to service to the humanity. Other professions need to look for and ఎత్తుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది ఎక్కడ ఒక చోట మనకు అక్కర్లేదు అది. We actually live in suffering. So if you want to serve the society, you don't have to look for it. All you have to do is have the right attitude, and serve with honesty and empathy. That's all that you need to do. కొంచెం preaching లాగా ఉంటుంది కానీ ఇది. The second most important thing I want to tell you is this is an opportunity to make lifelong friends. These are the people who will sail with you. I don't know whether you're aware of these studies which were done in Boston for 80 years. It's found that if people who have social connects, who have friends, who have people who can laugh with, they live longer, they live happily. People who are loners, who actually doesn't want to go and mingle with communities, they live short lives. So it's important that you take that. So create certain groups of friends who would be your mentors, friendship, and also sometimes critics. That's very, very important. A lot of the times I thought, as a mediocre student during medical school days, and then subsequently when I went abroad, what made me to become what I am today, I always reflected on this, and it's about the attitude. If I think that is right for that patient, I will advise dispassionately regardless of what is the risk that is going to come to me. If the patient doesn't do well, that's going to put me in disrepute is not what I will think about. Is this going to give me a lot of money is not what I think about. My attitude is what is right for the patient. I believe that gave me a lot of confidence, dispassionately advising the patient for what is right. And of course, once the patient accepts, sincerely put an effort with teams so that we can do the best we can for the patient. And this will help you to grow as human being, and you will be successful in almost 90-95% of the patients. The other thing I want to also tell you is that technology has become everyday, day-to-day life today. If I have to go to a cinema in 1975 when I joined medical school, I had to go and stand in the queue. Today you guys have booked everything online. This is also going to be true in medical practice. A lot of technology is going to come into medical practice in the next 10 years. Most of the work that you're doing today, maybe even homebound, you may have to reach them at home and do it. So also have a futuristic lookout. So what is developing in which specialty, and especially the ones that you are interested, if you want to do those specialties, keep an eye on the technology also. So I think I will stop here, but I have 3 things I want to tell you, which I've just recently saw on a WhatsApp forward. Some of you may have actually seen it. Before I do that, I want to also tell you that please enjoy the journey. Don't worry about what you achieved. The journey is the one that gives you happiness and memories and reflections. The people who are taking a lot of photographs there, that's part of the journey. 10 years, 15 years later, or when you meet for your 25th reunion, you look at those photographs and you reflect on them. That's the journey. So don't worry about what you achieved in the end. Enjoy the journey. So the 3 things that I want to tell you is that 1, slowest way is the fastest way of achieving your goals. So, it's very important. It's a bit confusing. Like తెలుగులో కుందేలును తావేలు ఇది స్టోరీ చెప్తారు, తావేలు చివరికి గెలుస్తుంది. బేసిక్గా what it means is when I was talking to one of the postgraduates, he was telling me that we are under a lot of pressure, sir. We have to finish MBBS, and during house urgency we have to decide on the need, and we don't want to waste time, and next immediately we do post graduation. After 3 years we have to think about the super specialty and all those things, and everything is crammed in 8, 9, 10 years, and we want to achieve at the fastest pace. I don't know whether you will enjoy the journey if you continue to do that. I did not get my medical seat first time. I had to struggle to get it second time. I finished medical school, I went abroad. It took me 6 years instead of 3 years to finish my general surgery training. I took 6 years in cardiothoracic surgery to get my fellowship in cardiac surgery. And I came back. It took me 5 years to get the right platform to to do what I am capable of, to show it to the society, to practice on patients. Yet today I can say, look back and say that I have a very satisfactory journey. So don't be in a hurry to finish your super specialty, jump into practice, all those things. Take your time. It's a unique journey for you. Nobody else, the other person can do faster. But every one of you have your own unique journey. So be comfortable with that. The second one is, if you're climbing, life is nothing but climbing a mountains. So if you finish your climbing your mountain, that's not the end. That's actually the base of the next mountain. So it's always, journey is always one mountain to the next mountain. So be comfortable, pace yourself in doing this. So that way you will enjoy the journey. And lastly, I want to tell you, surround yourself with people who would light up when they see you. And you would light up when you see them. Which means, I have 15 of medical school friends. Unfortunately, one passed away. But all of us are still extremely good friends, very, very close friends. And they give us joy, especially when you are down. These are the people who would make you feel comfortable and happy. And this place will allow you to develop those groups, and they will be your lifelong friends. Sure. So with these few points, I want to leave a thought that's very important for you. What Mr. Sarita just pointed out, you need to keep making people like her in this world through profession. Finally, what you are in is measured by not by your wealth, not what you have achieved in terms of titles like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, but what you have contributed to your profession. You are measured with the contribution of your profession. So be very serious in delivering your professional care. Best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Wonderful speech. Thank you so much.